Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So I have an update. If you didn't see part one of the San Diego County concealed carry process, then go watch that video first. If you have and you're here, cool, welcome. So last video was in December. I had gone through the whole process, just did my interview, my live scan, and my photo. And then, they put me in the 90-day period of waiting for my background to come back. So that period has ended. What had happened was I got a call and they said this was around March 1st-ish time frame. I got a call from the sheriff's office that said, hey, the firearms you have listed on your permit, I don't see them registered in the state of California. And I'm like, well, that's weird because back when I did my application in September of 22, I registered the ones that were going to be on my permit in CFAR's CRIS website. If you pay $19 and you register as many as you want. I did the one that are going to be on my permit because I bought them out of state. And he's like, yeah, they're pretty far behind. I'm like, I know. I was like I said, I applied in September. It's March, still not updated. It's supposed to be a max of 120 days. So he's like, you know what? Go ahead and just screenshot me your receipt and the firearms that you registered in the system, and then upload that to Permitium, and then just shoot me an email and let me know when you uploaded it. So easy enough. Got onto the CFAR's CRIS transaction history, printed out my receipt, said, hey, I paid $19 back in September to register these firearms, and it just says in progress because they're a joke and they're behind schedule, and that's the only answer they can give people. So anyway, uploaded into Permitium, shoot the email, said, hey, docs are there. Get a call back, said, hey, I got them. Going to push the application through. Don't see anything that should be holding you up. That was pretty much all we needed. I was like, awesome. So then March 8th, I get a call and said, hey, you're approved. Just go ahead and pay your final fees. And we do have one issue that we need to talk to you about. And I was like, all right. So I got a hold of them. I was like, hey, what's the issue? And they're like, hey, your training cert expired because it's been more than 90 days. And I was like, yeah, I was kind of expecting that. So if you watch part one, you'll notice that I said, I did my training too early. And I might get away with it, I might not. So unfortunately, I didn't get away with this. So they're like, hey, you're gonna have to redo your training, but if you reach out to whoever you did it through, they may just make you do the qualification part again. You might not have to take all the tests because you just did it. It happens to be expired for what we can accept as, the certificate date. So it's like, all right, cool, I'll reach out to them. They're like, you can go ahead and pay your final fees, and then as soon as you get that cert renewed, upload that, shoot us an email, and we'll get the permit out to you. So I was like, all right, cool. So contacted the instructor for the course I went through, explained the situation. He's like, you know what, man, just bring one of the firearms, bring it out to the range this Saturday, which was the 11th, and we'll take care of you. I was like, all right, sweet. So I show up, pay the range fees, shoot the one firearm. He's like, all right, cool. And he just renewed my cert, and I uploaded it to Permitium the same day on the 11th. And then on Monday, I gave him, I shot him an email, said, hey, cert's uploaded. So that was the 13th. And they're like, hey, we got it. Cool. Awesome. Got your final fees were paid, and now we got the cert, so you're good. We'll mail the permit out to you. And I was like, oh, sweet. I don't even have to go pick it up. So checked my mail on Saturday, March 18th, 2023. And lo and behold, permit was there. I'm like, dude, this is awesome. So you get a hard copy of your permit, and you get the paper copy of your permit, and it just lists your name, address, your weapons, obviously, that you're authorized to carry with your concealed carry permit, and that's it. So a lot of people are like, oh, you got a hard card? That's awesome. Like, just carry that, throw it in your wallet. Unfortunately, this is like a nice to have. You have to carry the paper copy on you in order to be valid, because that's just what San Diego County says. Some places only have this, some places have these, and you're allowed to carry them. Every issuing agency is different, but you'll get a letter with your permit saying, hey, this is like a cool thing to have, but this is what makes you valid to carry. You have to maintain this on you. So it sucks because it's not like, if it was the same size as the card, whatever, cool, I'll laminate it and be done with it. But it's just a big piece of paper it's like a parking ticket paper. So I have this little baggie here that I folded up in, and that's kind of what I carried in. A little inconvenient, but you know what? I got my permit. I'm super happy. So just key takeaways from last video to now: do the application, make sure your firearms are registered in CFARS/CRIS website. It's $19. And then just get on Permidium, and when you submit your application, you select your interview date. And then just keep checking Permidium every single day to get a sooner date. Originally, my appointment date wasn't until July of this year, so I wouldn't even have my interview yet if I didn't keep checking it. Happened to bump it up by 7 months by checking it every day. So just keep checking Permidium and reschedule if you find a sooner date. Once your interview date comes, again, it's just a run through of your application. Like, hey, this is your name, address, blah, blah, blah. You didn't lie about anything. Are you a felon, criminal, blah, blah, blah. Do your live scan there. They do your fingerprints, all that shit there. And then your photo, they take it there. And then that's it. That's the interview. Just verifying your application, live scan, and picture. Have a great day. After that, you're just waiting the 90 days for your background and stuff to come back, and they'll reach out to you and they're like, hey, you're good. Once you find that out, then do your training. Pick the soonest date as soon as you find out you're good. Then you'll upload your cert, pay your final fee, let them know, hey, everything's in Permidium, and then they'll get you your permit mailed out to you. And it's that easy. Luckily, I was able to just recertify by paying range fees and shooting one firearm, so it only cost me like $30 extra. But to save you guys that money, make sure you don't make the mistake I did and get a little over eager and jump processes. So yeah, I can't wait to enjoy these freedoms that have been bestowed upon me. Again, just be very honest, be very truthful, and as long as you're not a shady individual, then you'll get the permit. It does take a while, and the longest part of it is waiting for that interview. But like I said, keep checking Permidium, keep checking Permidium, keep checking Permidium. A lot of counties don't have that. LA County, they don't have that. They got to sit around and wait for a year to 15 months for a phone call saying, hey, you can come in for an interview this day. And you're like, what if you missed the call? What if you're not available the date that they have? A lot of issues. So at least with San Diego County, we have the ability to see when our appointment date is. We might not like how far out it is, but we can at least, we have a tangible thing that we can see and like, all right, I know this is my interview date. And we have the ability to keep checking Permidium to get a sooner date. So just stick with it. Be strong. If you guys have any questions, put them down in the comments, and I'll do my best to answer them. If there's anything unclear, go back and watch part 1. If you are confused about any of the processes, I go a little bit more in depth in part 1. And yeah, if I can get my permit in the state of California, being a straight white Republican male, then I don't have any doubts that you can also. So have a good one, guys. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Until next time, see y'all.